Before 1857, the hard blows were felt. The Mormons bore witness, but more was dealt. No strangers to arms or to standing their ground, but violence had hunted them town after town. And from Nauvoo's ashes to the Great Basin floor, they gathered their dead and they bolted their door. High desert they settled with faith hard as stone, still shadowed by orders that said leave or be bone. In Utah territory, church stood with state under Brigham Young, resolute, stern at the gate. Federal officers came not as friends, and power collided where governance bends. President Buchanan drew a hard line, declared it rebellion and sent troops in time. A fifth of his army marched west through the plain, and old Mormon nightmares awakened again. Young chose not to meet them with musket and drum, but choked off the wagons till the columns went numb. Closed trails to the immigrants, sell neither grain, unloose native raiders to harry the train. Into that pressure came wagons from south, Arkansas families with hope in their mouths. They rode past Cedar City, where whispers ran high and rhetoric made enemies of the lie. The killing of Parley Pratt still burned like a brand, his blood in their home state darkened the land. In sermons, in churches, in looks and in blame, the Fancher party only fed the flame. At dawn, September 7th, the gunfire began from ridges above where the cold waters ran. At Mountain Meadows, wide, quiet and green, the wagons drew tight to a desperate rain. The attackers wore paint and militia disguise, led by John D. Lee under watchful skies. They expected quick terror, a rout and a run, but the immigrants stood fast through dust and the sun. 5 days they held on with the wounded and dead, with thirst-cracking lips and prayers left unsaid. Too many had seen who fired from the crest, and truth grew dangerous to those who'd attacked. A white flag came forward with promises plain, lay down your arms, we will guide you away. The line slowly formed as the wagons fell still. Trust stepped into daylight against better will. Men walked out first with a rifle at side, then women and children with nowhere to hide. A signal was given, the guns turned around, and mercy was buried in southern Utah ground. No witness was spared who could speak of that crime, save children too young to remember the time. Near 120 were silenced that day, as oaths sealed the mouths of the men who walked away. Utah's war soon collapsed without battle or blow, as troops crossed Salt Lake where the tension ran low. Pardons were written, the past waved aside, all but the meadows where the dead still cry. John D. Lee later was tried where the blood blood had been shed, one man to be taken, the rest left unsaid. So mark well that meadow and keep the tale right. When fear wears God's voice, even Zion